Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So we are continuing reading the Nama Bhajana portion of this book. Listening to the advice of Narada while Dvaipayana Rishi Vyasa was completely absorbed in the single and natural deep meditation of the soul. He fully and clearly saw the name, form, attributes, and pastimes of the Supreme Person. He also saw Maya, the shadow of Parashakti, as having no other shelter than the absolute truth, and understood the anarthas of jivas, the atomic chit tattvas who are engrossed, fascinated, and enslaved by Maya. Further realizing that sajivas can come to perceive their own personal forms if observed in a profoundly meditative bhakti yoga. He compiled the Srimad Bhagavatam, which describes the spiritual pastimes of Bhagavan, the forgetfulness of his own eternal form and the form of Krishna is the foremost anartha of Jiva. Hence rises his aversion to Krishna, as a result of which he is resolved by the wheel of Maya on the path of karma. Thus the world is full of wheel and woes. When jivas take shelter under bhakti after discarding the basely turned endeavors of the mundane wise reasoning of eight process of yoga, of karma margis, followers of karma or fruitive acts, and of arguments of Sankhya school of the jnana margis, seekers of dry wisdom, which vainly try to refute things that are not God or is concerned, then only are the pure rays of spiritual intuition enkindled in them by being naturally absorbed in divine contemplation. The worldly pleasure then prick them like piercing thorns, and Krishna Prema is awakened in the heart. By these means only can they be blessed by the grace of Krishna, the spiritual Son. This divine grace is the only means for washing away all stain from the mind and for progressing forward towards the ever shining land of Krishna. A sincere faith in pure devotion is the root cause of this unlabored restraint of the senses, together with the mind and confinement of soul in deep contemplation on Godhead. When the happy moment came, Dvaipayana Rishi became doubtful about the rules and methods of Karma Kanda and vain Jnana Kanda. In reply to question of this, his spiritual preceptor, Sri Narada Goswami, he said, "O Lord, no doubt I have realized all the truths you advise. Still my soul, I know not why, finds no contentment. O son of Brahma, be kind to tell me the unimaginable, indescribable secret that lurks behind it. I beg this for you, being greatly troubled at heart." When Narada Goswami replied, "O Vyasa, you have not striven to give as we would a picture of pure spiritual pastime of Bhagavan, as you have in the Vedanta Sutras and Mahabharata of the four main objects of human pursuit, virtue, wealth, enjoyment, and salvation. It is due to shortcoming of yours that you enjoy no contentment. Therefore, you have committed a great and heavy omission by giving too high an eulogy of caste stages as the religion of the soul. If anyone leaving aside such conventional religion of the self engages himself in the service of Hari, but slips before reaching the goal, he suffers no loss to speak of. On the contrary, if he strictly sticks to conventional religion, being utterly unmindful of Hari Bhajana, what worthy and exalted goal can he attain thereby? It is clear from the above that there is no second help but Hari Bhajana. A jiva can attain his highest goal if he embraces the holy name as the means to Hari. Vyasadeva then followed up this bhakti yoga by absorbing himself in an easy meditation on Godhead. Easy is used here to show that devotion to Krishna is most innate in the Jivatma because it is an inherent and eternal religion of the Jivas. It is called the easy universal religion of every Jiva. Its workings develop in the following manner. When Jiva comes to realize that path of karma does not give them eternal good, whether it be the 18 inferior karma yoga or 8 subtle process of yajna, neither can ever lead them to the highest goal, service to Krishna, which is their soul's religion, or again, when they are fully convinced that there is not the least chance to attain perpetual happiness by mundane wisdom or limited knowledge that aims at the spiritual kingdom, both gained by endeavor of subtle frame of mind, ego, etc., finding no shore to catch, they thus, by the grace of sadhus and the spiritual preceptor, cry out to Krishna from the deepest recesses of their heart. O Krishna, O you deliverer of the fallen, although I am your eternal servant, I am fallen into the deep abyss of the old, and am barely dashed from shore to shore by its drowning waves of troubles and tribulations. Take me up, my Lord, to the shade of the cool dust of your lotus feet. Oh, have mercy on this wretched self. Then the all merciful Lord lovingly takes all jivas up to his feet. When, with sincere thrills of joy, tears trickling down their cheeks, they constantly chant, hear, and remember the name of Krishna. They gradually reach the stage of bhava, appearing in their heart. Krishna erases all stain from their mind, having thus cleansed their heart graciously. He blessed them with his own prema. Extreme humbleness, utter devotion are necessary to call Krishna to the heart. Then, when earthly knowledge, reasoning, and striving are completely burnt to ashes, the soul's eye can perceive Bhagavan and his associated counterparts. If, after discarding the company of Asad fellows, those who are attached to the fair sex and those who are non devotees of Krishna, one embraces the company of the good or Sat. Before long, he attains firm faith and then, through the stages of Nishta, etc., reaches the ladder of Bhava. Those whose hearts are crooked will, beyond any doubt, stumbles downwards to hell. I think we can stop here. So yeah, we're continuing the Nama Bhajana. So here it's talking about the section where Vyasadeva um, you know uh, talks about how Vyasadeva and when he completely observed in the singular natural deep meditation of the soul, he fully and clearly saw the name, form, attributes, and pastime of the Lord as of the Supreme Person are same, and he also saw the Maya. Is a shadow of Parashakti and having no other shelter than absolute truth. And here it's also mentioned, I think we learn in the Srimad Bhagavatam first canto, where after writing about Karma Kanda, there's other parts of uh, Veda, Vasudeva was not still happy, not happy. So he reaches to Narada Muni to ask why, having all written all this stuff, why he's not still happy and what as a guru he can see because guru knows what exactly uh, happening with this disciple and what is missing. So then Narada Muni replied that you haven't written much about the Bhakti Yoga. What is the about the Supreme God and Bhakti Yoga. I think that is how the shortcoming of you enjoy to know contentment. Then Narada Muni realized that and he start writing about the pastimes of Lord. So here it says that clearly above that there is no second help but Hari Bhajana. Jiva can attain his highest goal of life, if he embraces the holy name as the means to Hari. And as we have been repeatedly hearing and in every book we read. The humbleness, extreme humbleness, and utter devotion are the necessary to call Krishna to the heart. And uh, Jiva's, Jiva's real nature is to, servant of the Lord and remembering the Lord. Once we don't remember and we're serving the Maya, I think that's where we are in these sufferings. But as soon as we know our eternal position as servant of Krishna, and Krishna is the supreme, and Hari is name of the Hari, form are same, and that is the only way we can reach, go back to Godhead. So I think that we can stop.